On Sunday, April 17th, 90 Day Fiancé fans were finally gifted the Season 9 premiere of the hit reality series. The show is known for its wacky and often mismatched couples like Singin and Tania. Sweet Singin was clearly head over heels for fiancé Tania. But Tania could be inconsiderate, and much to the disappointment of fans, she never quite reciprocated Singin's love-fueled energy. In cases like Singin and Tania, some 90-day couples seem to be perpetually out of sync despite their dreams of finding true love. It's all too common for beloved cast members to end up marrying cruel partners or get used for their mate's personal gain. In a series of heroes vs villains, 90 Day Fiancé fans will always clamor for their favorites to get their deserved happy ending. Lauren and Alexi self-sabotage. Lauren and Alexi stand out as one of 90 Day Fiancé's cutest couples, but the pair did not have a perfect start. At their wedding in Israel, Alexi and Lauren exchanged biting remarks and argued non-stop, turning their happy day into a slightly sour affair. It was clear that the lovebirds lacked basic organization and communication in the early stages of their relationship, which led to lots of childish bickering. Lauren and Alexi were clearly in love, and together they eventually gained maturity and achieved the strong relationship that fans knew they were capable of. Fans are grateful for their growth, but were saddened by their behavior on their big day. Lauren and Alexi definitely overcame their shaky start and are now proud parents to two adorable children. Annie is embarrassed by David. Sweethearts Annie and David are standouts among the 90 Day universe for their adorable banter and David's memorable financial struggles. Annie had a lot of patience and was frequently forced to deal with David's indulgent personality. In a disappointing move at Annie's welcome party, David blatantly ignored his fiancée's pleas to cut back on his alcohol consumption and scuffled with a family friend. Annie is impossibly sweet, and her fans hated seeing her feeling embarrassed and in tears. David and Annie were considered to be an odd pair by many of the show's viewers, but despite their issues, the two had a clear connection. Given Annie's tremendous patience and her giant leap joining David in the US, she should have had a more pleasant welcome. David worked on his habits, and today Annie seems a lot happier, giving 90 Day fans reason to rejoice. Nikki is treated like a child. Couples with especially large age gaps often face generational differences, but viewers certainly remember the strange parent-slash-childlike relationship of Mark and his fiancée, Nikki. In an unforgettable scene, Mark sternly scolded Nikki for touching his car window and noted that he had previously reprimanded his children for the same offense. Effervescent Nikki seemed to have her light tragically dimmed by the relationship. Throughout her tenure on the show, viewers desperately wanted to see Nikki get her comeuppance over her strict husband. Nikki was obviously uncomfortable living in Mark's household and seemed to be stuck in a perpetual state of submission. Recent news of the couple's divorce, page 6, signals a glorious fresh start for Nikki and a chance to gain her independence. Julia is stuck on the farm. Remembered for her hatred of farm life and her overbearing in-laws, viewers couldn't help but root for Julia as she sought independence for herself and her fiancé, Brandon. Though Julia didn't always have a great attitude, it was easy to be on her side as Brandon's mom, Betty, became one of 90 Day Fiancé's most difficult family members. Much to the dismay of Julia, Betty was prone to meddle in her son's blossoming relationship. Julia's sacrifice of moving to a new country should have warranted a little sympathy from Brandon's parents, who ignored the obvious signs of her culture shock. Fans were often freaked out by the overbearing dynamic in Brandon's family and Brandon's inability to take charge. Though it took a long time, the couple finally escaped the family's strict regime and moved away to enjoy city life. Juliana's relationship lacks trust. From the beginning, fans had doubts about Juliana and Michael's romance, but quickly came around when Juliana revealed herself to be a kind and loving new stepmom to Michael's adorable kids. Despite their flourishing relationship, Michael's murky communication surrounding their prenup seemed to intentionally leave Juliana in the dark. Viewers quickly picked up on the fact that Mark did not trust Juliana with his money, even after proving her dedication to Michael's family. Lack of trust and communication led to major cracks in the relationship, and news that the 90 Day Fiancé stars aren't together anymore didn't exactly surprise Juliana fans. Today, the 90-day star has found trust in a new, loving relationship, and she is awaiting the arrival of her first child. ET Online. Molly's kids are unhappy. While it's obvious that Lewis broke Molly's heart, she's not the only one that suffered the consequences of the ill-fated marriage. Fans learned early in their rocky saga that Lewis, sadly, had little interest in being a father figure to Molly's two daughters. Molly wanted so much to be in love, but teenage Olivia unfairly had to deal with the wrath of her stepdad's mood swings and immature behavior. Viewers felt sorry for Olivia as the entire debacle harmed the relationship between the teen and her mom. Though the couple ended their marriage, Molly's parenting choices were questioned by fans, and her relationship with Olivia continued to suffer in the wake of the entire ordeal. Molly and Olivia have gone through several periods of estrangement and reconciliation. Singin finds out that he's not Tania's soulmate. Singin was clearly dedicated to Tania, but Tania raised eyebrows when she admitted that she didn't feel a soulmate connection to her doting fiancé. Fans grew to love Singin as he constantly proved his love for Tania by placing her on a pedestal and bending to her rigid idiosyncrasies. 90-day fans turned on Tania and rooted for Singin to break up with her. An imbalance of power or love can cause a dedicated partner like Singin to grow weary, so it's no wonder that the relationship hit a plateau. Singin would make an ideal mate with his open heart and willingness to support his significant other. Tania seemed to take Singin's love and devotion for granted. Now divorced from Tania, Singin is free to go in search of his true soulmate. Kyle can't mend fences with his mom. Fans of early seasons of 90 Day will remember the adorable young couple, Kyle and Noon. Apart from Noon's struggles to adapt to American life, the two shared a mostly unproblematic and very loving romance. Before their wedding, Kyle tried to make amends with his estranged mom, but was tragically rejected. Kyle's sweet way of doting on fiancé Noon signaled to viewers that he was sensitive and caring. Favored for their positive love story, fans were heartbroken to see Kyle rebuffed by his mom during such an important time in his life. Kyle was brave in his efforts to reconcile, and he definitely deserved a better support system. Thankfully, Kyle continues to thrive with lovely Noon by his side. Alda gets no patience from Steven. 90 Day fans remember when young couple Steven and Alda welcomed their newborn son early into their relationship. New mom, Alda, was protective over the baby and lightly scolded Steven for touching the newborn with unwashed hands. Annoyed at her criticism, Steven snapped rather viciously at his fiancée and dismissed her concerns. Experienced parents can affirm that Alda's requests were valid, as newborn babies are especially susceptible to germ-based illnesses. Steven's tone was harsh, especially considering Alda's harrowing experience delivering their child. Even though the couple was undergoing extreme stress, Alda definitely should have received more respect and adoration from Steven. Yara is alone in her time of need. Dedicated viewers remember Yara for her no-nonsense way of addressing fiancé Jovi's partying and long absences. Fans wondered if unreliable Jovi could really commit to Yara's request to be a better partner. In a gut-wrenching scene, Yara revealed that she previously faced a painful pregnancy loss and was left to have an operation and recover without Jovi by her side. Yara was burdened by residual feelings of abandonment and trauma surrounding the pregnancy loss. Fans definitely felt sympathy for Yara in her difficult quest to make Jovi understand his wrongdoing and the lack of consideration that he showed Yara. Not ready to quit on their love, Yara stayed with Jovi, and the two are the proud parents of a lovely daughter.